What is up, everybody? WTF? Welcome to Funkatopia. I am your host, Mr. Christopher. That's the other host, the dude right there, Mr. Michael Bland.
Dude, yes, it is I, the dude-arito.
NPG and Soul Asylum legend, right there. That's the man right there.
Speaking of that,
what's up?
Duluth, Minnesota, last weekend, we played at the Grandma's Marathon, and the NPG went on right before Soul Asylum. So I got to see a bunch of cats.
Really?
I got to see Morris, Tony, Levi. Who else was with him? Josh Dunham was playing bass. Odell was on guitar. Levi was on guitar. I mentioned Levi already.
Who's on drums?
Chris Bailey, a friend of mine, the English cat. He lives in LA now, if I'm not mistaken. We talk fairly often. Great drummer, great guy. He used to play with Rosie. He was in Rosie's band when she first broke off solo.
Nice.
And,
our guest tonight, for those who don't know, welcome to Funkatopia. This is the pre-show. I guess we have a pre-show thing. I think we have a little pre-show scroll, I think, somewhere here. Yeah, there's a pre-show. There it is. We just kind of just hang out and just let you guys come in and get situated, and we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And it's funny because tonight we have a very special guest. Les Cleveland is going to be here, and he used to drum for NPG also. And he was actually brought on, for those who don't know Les Cleveland, you're going to find out tonight. I don't want to, preface everything, but he was a drummer for Patti LaBelle. He was a drummer for New Power Generation. Matter of fact, that was the first time I had an opportunity to meet him, was in Atlanta when NPG came into Atlanta. And Prince brought him in to play drums for Larry Graham. So it's going to be
cool.
Well, you guys are going to be geeking out a little bit on the drum stuff. So I'm happy about that, man. It's
all right.
Good.
I mean,
you know how I craft shit. So we'll, Who
Some
knows?
drummers are not into talking drums. I'm not one of those dudes, really, but listen, he's a guest. We'll oblige him wherever he wants to go.
Oh man! Well, I hope you guys are doing good. Look at all you fine folks. Sorry we were out last week, but it was kind of one of these things where we wanted to. We just kind of had things going on. Michael, you were doing rehearsal for something. I can't remember what it was.
I can't either. It was probably for that Rufus and Chaka Khan tribute we were putting on, but we had to postpone it, man. It was we were up against some hardcore competition in town, and we didn't even know it. There's a thing every year called Jazz Fest that happens downtown, and man, we sold like 30 tickets. Like everywhere else in town was dead. So we were like, listen, we're putting all this work into this. I'm not bringing a 12-piece band down to play for 30 people. Nobody's going to get paid. No, so we postponed the date till Thursday, August 27th.
That's smart.
Yes.
That's smart. Yeah.
I mean,
I was trying to prep for the show. Obviously, I asked Les to come on the show tonight because he's got a brand new album out that's really, really good. We're going to talk about that, and I want you guys to find out more about this cat because you're really gonna like. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna bring him in at 8:00 hour.
Great.
But as I was kind of originally the plan was to kind of do this as a free for all. And I was kind of, I go about online just trying to find a variety of different things. Have you ever seen, I found this random picture online of Flight Time. Have you ever seen this picture?
No.
I have not either.
And where's the E? There's no E at the end of Flight there.
I think they had, I don't know if this was inspiration for the actual name itself or, and they just saw the bus and they decided to pose in front of it, or.
Could be. Yeah, I guess you're right. It could be a myriad of things. That looked like the 70s. Yeah. Anything went in the 70s.
Oh yeah. It's red buses. Also, which was kind of interesting. I don't know if you knew this or not, but right here, this right here is, it's amazing to me that this has been this long, but 28 years ago today was New Power Generation dropped this third and, of course, their last solo album called New Power Soul, even though it was mostly Prince on everything. He's on the cover. It doesn't say his name. It doesn't use a symbol. It doesn't have Prince's name. It's just credited to New Power Generation, but he's all over everything. He's in the lead role. He's pretty much doing everything on this album, and of course, while all the New Power Generation is credited, it's pretty much unknown whether or not they had anything to do with the album, because it has Kirk on drum programming, Rhonda Smith on bass, Morris Hayes on bass. On keyboards, Rem Scott on rhythm guitar, Hornheads, DJ Brother Jules. Just list a bunch of people. Larry Graham on so there's Larry Graham on co-lead vocals on Push It Up, even though he's uncredited. They also gave Shaka Khan vocals credits on Push It Up, even though it's uncredited. So Shaka Khan and Larry Graham actually did background vocals on Push It Up, but you wouldn't know that. A lot of people don't know a lot of these little tidbits where people come into the studio when they do a bunch of stuff. I saw an interview with Lenny Kravitz who said something to that effect, that, you know, he did so much and he's like all over like a few Prince albums and he's uncredited for a variety of different things. You know, it's just, you know, where there's oohs and ahs and you don't even know what the song is. Or we've talked about this before, where, you know, there's just things happen and you have no idea what's gonna become of whatever it was that you just recorded. And then
that all makes sense, because of the people who used to come around, he was one of the people who was like, it really, he was the most relaxed, you know, when because many of those times we didn't even know he was there. So, you know, I found out later that he sang backgrounds on Dolphin. It's like, well, when was he here? You know?
Yeah, I mean, he sat in with you and Sonny. I've seen little rogue, horrible, not really good quality clips, but it's like like somebody was sneaking the recording or whatever. But with Lenny playing guitar and you on drums and Sonny on bass.
I think one time he was playing bass and Sonny was playing guitar, and he was playing Prince's one-eyed bass and just knew his way around it. I'm like, he must be coming around when we don't know. I mean, sure enough, he must have been. It seemed like he was just one of us, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but this CD, and I actually have it. I mean, I think it's crazy to me that every single show we do, I probably have it over here. It's like, it's even when it's just independent artists, but yeah, that's it right there. You know, I might have to do like a drawing or something for this, and just do like, just to kind of get our follower counts back up, since we kind of still working through all this Facebook garbage and whatever. But, you know,
I suppose that anybody got a CD player out there? Yeah.
There's people with CD players. Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, I got a 24 one right here. Yeah, but this is really, really cool.
In my first marriage.
Thanks for the TMI. Yeah. Awesome.
You taking the CD player? 24 CD changer? Why you?
Fine, guess I'm Spotifying it.
I guess I'll go get a boombox at Best Buy. Fine.
What else? Oh, you know what else? What else had an anniversary too? Yeah. So as far as this album, this is a great album. I think we asked on Facebook and X and also Instagram what your favorite track was off of here. A lot of people said "Come On," and of course "The One," which both were the only two singles that ever came off of this, which really didn't, you know, perform well or anything. I think what's also interesting about this album, obviously, that it's credited to the New Power Generation, even though they didn't really play on it. It's just, I don't know. It's just a really weird. It was just a really strange. It was a great album. Don't get me wrong. It was really, really good. I think it's got a lot of strong songs on it. Although people on X were just eating this alive, just going, "Oh, this is one of Prince's worst albums." I'm like, you are out of your damn mind. That is, I mean, Mad Sex is on here. Until You're in My Arms Again, Shooby Doo, Push It Up, Freaks on This Side, Come On, The One. Funky Music. What are you talking about? This is far from his worst album, and I wouldn't even go on record to say what his worst album was, because it would be a travesty. Because I think every single album that even you think is bad by Prince, you just don't get it yet. It's just like
I gotta agree, because I mean, I watched
that's all it is.
I watched the opinion change in real time of the Come album. Like, people panned it. But now, if you talk to any of those hardcore fans, oh man, they're all about it. I remember one guy in France around the time it came out. This guy, I think his name was Arnaud, and he was like kind of stalking us in the hotel lobby. And he says, I believe that Come is underappreciated and it would be considered one of his very best records in the future. I said, okay, well, whatever, man. I mean, it's no, no skin off my nose if you feel that way. A lot of people, we didn't even necessarily understand it. So, it's.
And he kept going back to a lot of these. I mean, the Come On was on Jam of the Year, had a lot of random tracks off of this album that he played there. But he was also cross promoting Larry Graham's the 2000 album or whatever it was.
Sure, that GCS 2000, right?
GCS 2000, right? I was trying to think of that. And then also Shaka Khan's Come to My House. So yeah, right. All those he was cross promoting all that stuff all throughout. Yeah, I mean it was just and Come. I remember. Yeah, I see. Kyle Christian says Come was fire out of the gate. Yeah, I have to agree because let me just say, I when I got that album, when I heard it, I said I really friggin' like this album. I like how friggin' weird it is. I mean, Let It Go just had that friggin' flow, and
Let It Go's my jam lately, man.
Oh my God, really, Let It Go.
I always felt some kind of way about it, but really over time, it's like whenever I hear it, it's like, all right, Prince. I see what you were trying to do with that right there.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I know we talked about the video for this that came out, but it's also the 34th anniversary of You Sexy Motherfucker.
We're back to that.
Look at you! Look at that hat! Oh man, look! We talked about that. Anymore. I just literally grabbed that screen capture from the last show that we did. It was like, it's the single came out today.
Let me tell you something before you continue, because I'm having a flashback, because each one of us had like a very attractive woman hanging around us. And the one that was hanging around, Tracy Bingham, was just hanging on me like a piece of clothing for like 2 hours, 3 hours, man. That was one of the most frustrating times of my life. That was crazy.
That's
the skin just looked like a Hershey bar. My goodness. Anyway, okay. Moving on.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Did you want to bite my Tootsie Roll?
Anyway, memories
in the corners of my mind.
Yes. We had a lot of fun back in the day.
Oh my God, I bet, man. Oh my God. Yeah, man, it's just been, it's just really, really cool to kind of see some of these anniversaries come up. And,
yeah,
it's just
to be around to see them is even better.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure, man. So this is really, really cool. Oh, I did have one more question, because we're about to go. It's the 8 o'clock hour, so we're going to go into the regular show here in just a second. But I did have a question regarding Sexy MF, and I'm hoping that you may have the answer. You probably don't. But again, today is the 34th anniversary of this single, Sexy MF. Mm-hmm. And on one of the configurations of the 12-inch, there is apparently a third track called You Ain't Shit MF. No one, you might be able to go on the Discogs and find something or whatever, but no one knows. It apparently exists. There is a 12-inch configuration that's floating around. We probably have to talk to our boy and figure out if he's got that. But it is, there is, I guess people just don't know. Is it a skit? Is it a remix of Sexy MF? Is there a full song that you remember anybody saying You Ain't Shit MF?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, I was trying to get some of the information on just Prince Vault about it, and they mentioned that there was a 12-inch configuration out there that's called You Ain't Shit that's on there that may be a remix of Sexy MF or whatever. But that's
okay.
I was hoping you had something for us, man.
No, it sounds hilarious. I wish I would have been privy.
All right,
I might have been involved and not even known it.
That may have been one of those studio sessions where
it's like it's just an instrumental, and then later on he does something, and then into the vault it goes. I have no idea, man.
And I actually broke that. I actually still have one of the originals with it actually on the
On the CD,
Yeah, with the symbol on the case.
on
yeah.
the case, yeah, on the jewel case.
So maybe I
That
might
was
have to
hot.
do maybe I might have to do a drawing or something just to kind of get up some of the follow. So you listen, hey, you like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to kind of
yeah.
get. I know we're doing fairly well on Instagram. We had a little bit of a Facebook issue that we're literally, no joke, months later still working through this shit, but we lost 87,000 followers like that.
That ain't right.
And yeah, so we had to start over. So if you're new in the channel and being like, what's all the fuss about? They're not even at 2,000 followers yet.
We had 80.
We have plenty. And what I will tell you is that, listen, if you are followers, and I see so many OGs in the chat room right now, please make sure that you refollow on the Facebook, on the new Facebook page for right now, to kind of move those numbers along, because we obviously want to increase our reach and hopefully be able to hang out with you guys and whatnot. But
Yes.
yeah. All right, you guys ready? Because we have a special guest in the house. A lot of you folks do not know who this is, and that's cool, because one of the most important things that we do here, because Michael and I are just music geeks, we will go down rabbit holes on a variety of different stars, and they're not all in the purple circle. Like, we go all over the map. This person happens to be in the purple circle though, and his name is Les Cleveland. And again, a lot of you don't know who he is, but we're about to fix that tonight. And he's got a brand new album out, and you're going to want to hear all about him. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Les Cleveland's in the house, man. What's up, big dog?
Hey. What's up,
Man,
fellas?
how you doing?
I'm doing great. Spirit of gratitude.
Well, that's good. We have a spirit of gratitude also for you joining us tonight, because let me just say, thank you for the sneak preview of your album, which is called Emerald City, which is available. This is actually the album cover right here. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about this in just a little bit, and we're actually going to play some clips for you as well of some songs. But brand new album just came out, and I was just like, man, we need to get you on the show. And then on top of that, we were during the Prince celebration week, happened to go see Martin Kember. I had to go see my brother Michael first. I had to make sure that I saw Michael and Urban Classic up there at that venue. What was the name of that venue?
The Green Room.
No, not your venue. The Mike.
Oh, we were at the Chanhassen.
Yeah, Chanhassen Dinner Theater. That's right.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So I went to the Green Room, and there you were, man. You were just kind of doing your thing, man. And I'm glad to see you out and about, and actually getting to meet you one-on-one, man. And man, welcome.
Likewise. Thank you.
I know that a lot of people may not be familiar with you, but kind of give people a little bit of a story as to how you got into the purple circle. But also, let's start here. What was your connection to Minneapolis to kind of come in here and just kind of getting started in some of the projects and stuff that you were in up in that area?
Well, technically, I made a vow to myself that anywhere I go, I'm always going to pay homage and represent Blackwell. John Blackwell is, solely responsible for a lot of my upbringing in music. And he got the Prince gig around, I think, 2000, 2001 sometime. And he was playing with Larry Grant when he was off with Prince. At the time, I'm a student at Berklee College of Music. I'm a freshman. And I think there was an issue with, dates. Larry was doing some dates. Prince was doing some dates at the same time. So Prince is like, I need my drummer back, but we got to find somebody for Larry. So Blackwell shows Prince a tape of me playing. And then Prince calls me and flies me to Paisley. Well, technically, Takumi called me, and then Prince got on the phone. And he asked me 4 questions. He said, do you smoke? Do you drink? Are you married? Do you have kids? 5 questions. And have you been arrested? I said no to all of it.
Wait a minute, Michael, were you asked this line of questioning at any point in time?
No, but I was 19 at the time, so.
But that
So
would
was
have been, well, I mean, the married and the kids part was probably
But here's the other thing:
improbable.
is that here's the thing that a lot of people I've never actually have talked about. Prince vetted me, but he did it in secret. I mean, since we lived in the same city, like I'd be at Rudolph's, I'd come out of Rudolph's, and I'd see like the yellow Beamer up the street. Like, okay, is Prince just wondering what I do in late nights? I'm eating pork, Prince. I'm having barbecued ribs at 1 a.m, Prince. I'm not really up to anything but that. So I don't know. I would see him kind of not stalking, but it's like he didn't ask me anything, but he just creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
After
So-
those questions, he flew me up.
Right on.
Yeah, and then he grabbed he had that Warwick bass with the piano keys on the fretboard, that white one.
Yeah.
So he's playing that, and we're just rocking out for an hour. And then Larry walks in the room, and then they swap. He grabs the guitar, throws in the bass, and we're jamming for like another hour. And then they cut me loose, and then Larry's like, "You got the gig, young blood," and
All right.
from there it's history. So at that point, I was kind of like an understudy in the backup for Blackwell. If something was to go down, then Prince would kind of have me close by, kind of a thing. And but I was primarily Larry's drummer. And there's times where he'll fly me to Paisley just to sit and watch them rehearse. You know.
Huh. Well, I don't want to. I mean, I pushed you in the direction of Minneapolis, but I really am intrigued to kind of backstep a little bit and tell me how you got connected with John Blackwell and how that relationship started.
Yeah. So we're from the same hometown, from Columbia, South Carolina. And we also went to the same high school, but he was years, probably a decade ahead of me. And my uncle was actually his high school band director. And I remember the first time I saw Blackwell, I think in 6th grade. And this is right before I think he was in his 3rd semester at Berkeley. So this is like a few months before he got the gig with Cameo. And he came back home to do a master class for the whole school district. And I remember watching them play, and I'm like, that's how John's supposed to sound. I want to play drums just like that. And just blown away. And there's Berkeley paraphernalia everywhere. Brochures, t-shirts, hats, mugs. And I grabbed everything I could, went back home. And I knew at that moment, I was like, I'm going to go to Berkeley like that. Just because of that clinic. But from that day, my uncle told Blackwell to kind of look out for me. And Blackwell would come over. He would show me VHS tapes of bootleg, P-Funk concerts, Dennis Chambers videos, Louis Bellson, Tony, Art Blakely, all kind of stuff, and would just show me everything he could. And we kind of developed brotherhood. We became best friends. And he gave me a front row seat to all of his mistakes and his success. Like, he didn't hide anything from me. And my first sit down with him, I'll never forget these words. He said, I'm going to show you everything that I've learned. I'm going to show you my blueprint, but I want you to take it and do better than me. Don't be like me, but do better and find your own voice in the process.
Right.
That was the first conversation before he showed me anything. And we just kind of grew together, and I would watch him as he moved from Cameo to Patti LaBelle, Utada Hikaru, Prince, D'Angelo, on down. And it got to a point where anything he couldn't do, he will always refer me.
Nice.
So we just became family. I'm the godfather of his children, all 4 of his kids.
So how is that, not to get too personal, but how is that working out now that he's no longer with us? Did you have to step into that godfather role, or?
I keep in touch with the family. It's hard because of the distance, Actually, it shouldn't be that hard now that I'm in LA, because I was in New York for years, for like about 11 years. But they're in the Bay Area, in San Francisco. So we do keep in touch, calls, texts, the whole thing, but not too much face-to-face as of late.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're there for him, because that's what a Godfather's supposed to do. He's supposed to be there for him.
Yeah.
But man, so again, you have this brand new album, Emerald City, which is really, really cool. We're gonna share some clips of that. But I know that these purple fanatics that are in this chat room want to dig into these stories with you and Prince, and so you're being called by Prince to come in and be the drummer for Larry Graham. You go to Paisley Park, and I assume that there's some practice sessions and whatnot that have got to take place, maybe with Prince in the room and Larry Graham and all that. So tell me about those experiences.
Actually, Prince was never in the rehearsals. I don't even think he was at Paisley. I don't think he was in town during the time we rehearsed. I think he would just let us do our own thing. But he will always be at soundcheck. And I won't forget a funny moment that when he was doing 3121 in Vegas, and he gave Larry a night, I think 2 nights. We did one night with Larry and Maceo, and then I think another one with Morris Day and Larry. And we rehearsed at Paisley for 2 weeks for Larry's show. And we get the sound check. We're ready to go. We're rocking. Prince comes into the sound check, changes everybody's parts on every single song in the set.
Why? For what?
I have no idea. It's just, that's what he felt like doing. Okay. And maybe he heard the music a certain way and he wanted to hear what that was. I don't know. But Larry was cool with it. So there was one tune, I think we were doing the jam. And Prince stopped me. And he's like, Les, I want you to play harder. You sound great, but hit harder. I'm already smacking. I'm 6'4". I'm smacking the dog out these drums. And I said, okay, I'll give you some more. The minute we get back into the song, the stick breaks off the snare, bounces off the drum, and hits Larry in the back of the head. Now, while this is happening, I kid you not, when I saw the stick go airborne, I'm like, it's in slow motion in my mind. I'm like, oh crap, it's going towards Larry. It's going towards Larry. Boom. Prince is like, everybody stop. Stop sound check. And then it's quiet. Shelby's looking at me like, like a little sister, like, oh, you going home? You in trouble? So Shelby's giving me that look. And everyone's dead quiet. And then Prince says, Les, you do know that was not meant to be broken. I said, are you asking me or telling me? Because in my mind, I said, if what's not meant to be broken, half the stuff on the stage came from a tree. The drums, the amps, everything. So I'm like, how was wood not meant to be broken? So he says, if you want to be louder, let the sound man turn you up. Don't do his job for him. You just told me to hit harder.
Was he just talking about your groove, and you just?
No.
Did you ever figure? Okay.
I figured it out in that moment because I looked at Larry. Larry's on the floor, cracking up, and that's when I knew. I said, "Okay, they're messing with me." But he did that because we spent 2 weeks rehearsing this show. We got it down, right? So now the day of, you're changing everything. Everyone's concentration's on 100. So we're all focused. So he did that to break the ice.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my little funny story.
That's a good one because now. Did you ever get an opportunity? Now, were you just rehearsing with Larry Graham to play with Larry Graham at the 3121 Vegas shows, or did you ever get an opportunity to sit in with Prince on anything?
No, we just did Larry stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was he supporting? What was he supporting at that time? Just Larry Graham's greatest hits, pretty much.
There were 2 occasions. There was one occasion where it was Larry and Maceo, and then Larry and
Is that me? No, it's not me. Oh, was that you, Les?
Sorry about that.
That's
me.
all right.
Yeah, guilty.
Y'all can't call Les when he's in the middle of an interview,
That's right.
folks.
Man,
An interview.
He's an interview.
you know what's crazy? It's my mother.
I see you on TV, Les. You're on TV.
Tell him about the time
Yep.
I whooped you with that switch when you
Right.
listen,
Tell him
the
how.
stories.
Tell him how I was in labor with you for 18 hours.
Yep.
You came
good for
out
those.
6'4". You came into the world.
And your big ass head.
He's good for those. He'll watch the interview and be like, "Hey, you forgot this, and next time talk about this."
Oh, wow.
He'll do it.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, so you were saying Les was supporting.
Oh yeah, Larry Graham was supporting Maceo, and then the other occasion it was Morris Day.
Oh, nice.
But that was 31-21. Yeah.
I wish that I had gotten an opportunity to even see any of those shows. I just never. I don't think I was monetarily ready to go to Vegas at that time, and so that just kills me. Yeah, everybody that got an opportunity to see any of those performances, y'all are lucky. Did you get an opportunity to take in some of his shows when you were there?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Especially the last one I actually took in was unfortunate one when he did Essence Festival when we lost Gia in 2004. And we had to play the first half of that show with him. But what's crazy, he was in costume. It was a Sonny and Cher type theme. So he's in costume. It's Rondo on bass. You got Chant. Who else? Mike Phillips, I think, was there. Candy, Greg Boyer. Somebody else that was there. But he's in costume. And nobody knew who the band was that did that first half. All the while, we're backing up Shaka, Sheila E., and Larry in one set. And we did the whole show for the first half, like I think the first hour and a half or so. And then Prince came out of the costume and did his actual set. And the reviews from that show was hilarious because the comments were, man, the opening act was just as good as Prince, not knowing it was still him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, that's typical Prince. Of course. He's just that's why he is who he is. I've got something that's just bothering me curiosity wise with the Berklee College of Music.
Yeah.
A lot of people come out of there like yourself. I mean, huge stars, and it's very, very prominent and prestigious music school. I'm not familiar with the admissions process with Berklee. Is Berklee one of those schools where even if maybe you have a little bit of talent, you can learn, and if you have the money to actually pay to attend, you can attend, or are you just kind of accepted in through an audition process? What is the process with Berklee? How is it? What's the admission process with that?
I'm not sure what it is today. I think I remember overhearing that there might have been some changes with that, but when we were there, if you had the money, you're in. Like any other college. Yeah, the only catch was you had to audition for scholarships and things of that nature. But in terms of that mission, if you know your basic theory, that's a requirement. You have to know your basic theory, no matter what instrument you play, and make sure you have the requirement for your high school GPA, and then that's it.
So it's a little bit different in like Juilliard. Obviously, you can't just. I guess you could buy your way in if you had like crazy amounts of money, but Juilliard is very, very meticulous about
they're a little more
they're
strict.
picking up. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, definitely a lot more strict in that regard.
Yeah.
All right, so let's fast forward. You're playing the gig with Larry Graham. How many shows did you get to play with him? And what's it
With
like
Larry?
playing with him? What are your main takeaways from being on tour with him as far as like playing with a legend like that? What kind of
Yeah. Honestly, he's a musical dad. Um, there's times like his thumb is so strong, I can't tell if it's my bass drum or him half the time. And I'm pretty sure you know about that, Mike. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just
You have to follow him. He's controlling the tempo, the feel. You have to follow Larry. He don't care what the drummer's doing. He put that old man foot down and he's looking at him. And you better get with him because he's not getting with you.
Yep. Either keep up with him or get left behind.
That's right. My thing was because I only got to play with him a couple of times, but every once in a while he downshift like we played "Ain't No Fun to Me" one night at its club called Bunkers in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And he got to the whoa, whoa, and he brought the tempo down like probably a couple. I don't know if he always did that, but I was like, oh, and I had to just wait to see where his trajectory, where the curve was going to be at.
Yeah, it's tricky because like I had to learn real quick. He actually plays behind the beat.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you don't think about that, you'll mess around and go with him. And because you have to follow him. So even if he's slowing down or speeding up, it's like you have to still stay on top so that he's behind you. You know. So once exactly you get that, then you're good.
It's like you got to play like you're leading, but you got to be careful not to go too far out front.
Exactly.
I got it.
Yep. Yeah. So, but I mean, to be honest, I've said this a million times to so many people. He's probably my favorite gig, like my favorite artist I've ever worked with. You know, and I've worked with Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, Lil' Kim, Mike Phillips on his solo stuff. The list goes on, but with him, it's a spiritual thing that happens in the music.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yes.
And I can't really describe it in its entirety, but it's one of those things where when you're playing with him, you don't want to stop.
Did he ever, speaking of the spiritual side, did he ever approach you about Jehovah's Witness stuff or any of that?
No. He never spoke on that. So to give you just some context.
Because I thought that was a prerequisite with Larry, was like, if you played in his band in some type of solid, that discussion would come at some point.
No, never came up.
All right.
To be honest, because I'm a PK. My father's a preacher. My mother's father ordained my father in ministry. And so I think Larry also knew that. Well, everyone that knows me knows that. But he never ever brought anything up, other than us praying together before a meal, or before a show. That was never a requirement for any band member. As long as you're cool and you're professional and you can handle business on your instrument and learn the music, that's it.
Okay.
What
you
got, Mike?
Me and Prince had a conversation about it one time.
Okay.
My question was going to be to you: Did Prince talk to you about it at all?
No. What's funny is Blackwell will always tell me about it, like that he would have talks with them and they would go around the band members, but I was never approached.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Hey, Les, Damon D's in the house. He says hello. Damon D's in the house. What's up, big dog? How you doing?
There he is. Okay. I was like, where is it? Where's he at? Oh, there he is.
I'm not popping him in there.
Look at him. Where'd he go? He went. Yeah. What's going on there, Damon? What's happening there, bro?
Got some MPG royalty in the house.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, man. That's awesome. So I also saw, just to kind of pause just for a second, a couple people were asking about where the album is available, and it's on Bandcamp right now. And as you see on the scroll, if you happen to be listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Odyssey, Apple Music, whatever, just know there is a scroll that's on the bottom, and you can actually go to funkatopia.com/less, LES. That's FUNKATOPIA.com/less, LES. And it will take you right to his Bandcamp page, so you don't have to dig around and find it and try to figure out what's what. It will take you right to the page where you can actually listen to the album, purchase the album, and whatnot. And, you know, we always push that you go and support and purchase these albums, because you actually have, and again, we're going to be playing some clips of this, you actually have a goal. We talked about this personally one-on-one off the air, that you actually have a goal that you're working towards for vinyl. So did you want to talk about, you know, what it will take to kind of get to vinyl, or what your plan is for your taking this album and making it onto vinyl?
I mean, just buy it.
Buy the album to help him get to his goal, so he can turn this into vinyl. Because some of these, actually, you know what? Let's play a clip off of. I've got 3, so we can kind of break it out. I have a clip from I Found the One. I have a clip from It's Time, and New Name I'm playing last, because I'm just going to just say New Name is my jam. I love that song because of how often and frequent it changes, and every single thing it changes to is just as great as the next. So I'm saving that one for last. So what do you want to play a clip of? I Found the One or It's Time?
Let's do I Found the One.
All right. Here is a clip for a minute. You can take a listen to this. This is a clip from his brand new album, I Found the One. Check it out.
We synced up spiritual energy musically. I find a record of you. Learned your melodies, I have the chords too. You got the rhythm from my BPM. Ooh, beats per minute, keep signatured in it.
Now, since I met you,
I thank God
I found the one. Didn't know it would take so long to find you.
Yeah,
Yes, you are my soul.
we got the beat and we got the bass. Don't need no keys, cause your voice so sweet. You can tie my heart 6 strings apart, and every rhythm and note you sing. You got me on the first take, no EQ on the frequency today. Ear candy just right, sugar high, can't come down from the sound. You're making me wanna play, oh.
That was a little clip of I Found the One. And let me just say, to listen to this in headphones, some of the stuff that you've done in the album, some of the intricate things that you've kind of weaved in and out of is really, really cool. And I also, we talked about this too, vocally, you could tell that you're a drummer from the way that your vocals are structured and kind of just, popping in there and just kind of doing it. And so tell us a little bit about that song and Wayna.
So Wayna is a very, very, very dear friend of mine. Great artist in her own right. She's an Ethiopian singer in DC, and she used to sing backgrounds with Stevie Wonder. And I'm actually her musical director, and I put bands together for her and arrange her shows. And when I wrote this song, I couldn't hear anybody but her voice. I was like, I need a female on this song. And her voice kept ringing in my head. So I sent her the track, and she loved it, and she hit it right away, sent it back. And that was, the rest is history. But the song itself, like the message of it, it's kind of like a play on, you know, I guess an overlapping story. You know, I found the one means you found the one, like love, you know, there's a love interest, but then also you found the one in music. And the two that are coming together, their bond is through the song. You know, there's a video that's going to be, you know, put out with this song on it, so you'll see the whole concept.
Nice.
But,
so
yeah,
again, this song, along with a bunch of other ones as well, really, funkatopia.com/less will take you right to Bandcamp. All right, so let's go back to to talk a little bit about obviously moving from Larry Graham, because that kind of opened the doors for some of the other stuff that you've done, because you mentioned some of the people that you've played with: Lil' Kim, Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle, Roberta Flack. I think you didn't mention her, but that was somebody else that you've played with. Let's talk about Patti LaBelle for a second. What is it like to play someone of her stature when you get to these people that are just like, I mean, I don't know how old you are. You look young. So to be able to be in a room and on these stages with people like this, like Larry Graham and like Patti LaBelle, I mean, that's how do you keep your wits about you?
Yeah. So it's funny you say that, because I've always been the baby in every scenario I've been in, except for Lil' Kim. But everything before that, Roberta Flack, Patti, Larry, the whole Purple Camp, I was always the baby in the bunch. And actually, Patti LaBelle is also through Blackwell. So I think this had to be 04, 05. Oh no, somewhere either 03, 04 or 04, 05, sometime around in that bubble. I'm still in Berkeley. I'm in the latter part of my years before I graduate, and I'm still touring while in school. And Patti LaBelle calls Blackwell to play with her when he's off with Prince. But she knew he couldn't stay, so she said, okay, can you do my 6 shows, but when you leave me with someone that you recommend. He threw my name in the pot. But I had to fly out with him and watch him play those 6 shows to learn the show. Because once he's done, I'm hopping in the saddle. So at that time, I'm still playing with Larry, and I'm already playing with Roberta Flack. So now I'm playing with 3 artists simultaneously while in school at Berkeley. Patti LaBelle, I want to say, what I love about her, one of my favorite things is I love playing behind power singers, because I love aggression. I love energy. I love fire. So, and if you've seen her show, she don't hold back. Everything is left on the stage. And when I first got with her, I'll never forget, actually the second show we did in Soundcheck, she said, Les, I want you to kick me in my back. Do not hold back. I want that bass drum all the way in my spine. I said, say less.
Wow.
But funny enough, Anita Baker did the same thing too, which caught me by surprise when she said it. Because when you check the records, it's real smooth, real chill. It's not too many high energy songs. At least it doesn't come off that way. And live, she wants you to bring the fire. So when she told me that, I was kind of thrown off. I was like, what? You want me to really do that? She's like, yeah. But she saw me playing with Lil' Kim. So she's like, let's bring that. What you did behind her, do that with me. So
yeah, actually, I get it, because if that's the genre you're in, where it's like adult contemporary or smooth R&B, like people can sit at home and listen to the record. You got to bring a different dimension to the live experience. So I understand that. I actually got to play with Patti once. I was at the Apollo, and I was in the Ricky Minor. I was like the drummer in the pit with Ricky.
Yeah.
And I think that was when Teddy was doing the Vegas residency with Britney Spears, I think.
Oh, okay.
And wow. I was in LA just kind of scrounging. You're looking for something to get into because Minneapolis was dead. I'm like, I'm going to LA. And I spent about 4 or 5 months out there just trying to connect with people. And Ricky was one of those people. He got me some work. But I remember that was the only time I got to meet Patti. And I think at some point after that, I was at Paisley talking to Prince. And I brought her up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she was mad at me for taking her drummer." I said, "Really? I couldn't see her being mad with anybody. She seemed so nice and like somebody, He said, "Well, she wasn't mean. It's just like she's how black people are. She's like, I asked her if I could borrow her hot sauce, and she like, Like, I left it at home or something. Like, like she wouldn't share her hot sauce with Prince.
Yeah.
Mad because he took Blackwell.
Wait a minute, is the hot sauce thing a true story?
This is what Prince said to me. So
that she wouldn't share her hot sauce.
that was her
That's
way of showing.
hilarious.
That was a microaggression against him hiring Blackwell, taking Blackwell from him.
You know what's crazy?
That's
I
funny.
heard so that same story with Blackwell. Blackwell told me she let him go,
Oh, okay.
but because of Prince, because she knew Prince wanted him.
Well, there it is. Yes.
Yeah. So she was like, according to him, he said that she knew that Prince can take him higher than she could.
Sure.
So she was like, get out of here. But you always have a place to come back to.
Yeah, I'm sure she wasn't happy about it.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's like, yeah, if you have a chance to, to extend your education and get an experience that you can't
Yeah.
get with the person you're with. I mean, only a selfish person would say, don't you do
Right.
that. I mean, no matter how much, whatever she felt about it. I mean,
Yeah.
the right thing to do is let if you got wings, fly,
Yep. But what's crazy is she always had issues after he left. It took her a minute before she could find someone she was comfortable with. And then of course, bands are changing around, MDs are changing, but
Sure.
but that's why she called him to bring me in.
I got it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and some people I see this conversation thread that's going on in the chat room here about just about legends like that who some know how to step away when it's that time, and her having that understanding, like this I've had my peak. I'm kind of just writing things out and we're doing whatever, but and we're actually going to be talking about that on the free for all too. We're going to be talking about some of these artists that are on stage and having stuff happen to them, which is happening a little bit too frequently, like with Rod Stewart and Lionel Richie, and it's just like we're going to talk about that stuff. But again, for those just joining us, we please welcome, obviously, Les Cleveland, who is drummer extraordinaire. He's got a brand new album out called Emerald City, and you can check that album out at funkatopia.com/Les. And that's awesome that you had the opportunity to join us tonight. Let me talk about when we go back to let's talk about endorsements for a second. Are you still playing on Tama drums and
Yes.
who else who do you have endorsements from at this time?
Yeah. Faithfully, Tama, Sabian cymbals, Vader drumsticks, Aquarium drum heads, and I'm also with 64 Audio in-ears.
Do you use in-ear? Are you have endorsements on in-ears, Michael, or what are you doing?
Kind of, sort of, but I use a local company called Al Claire here in Minnesota.
I heard about them.
Their ears really sound great, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, advantage for me is they're in town, so if I got
Right.
any issues at all, I just have my tech run them out there, or we go out there, and they could
Yeah.
probably fix something same day. I used back in the day when I was playing with Maxwell in 2000. They had who was the company then? It was Sonic somebody. I can't remember. Like one of those early in-ear companies where it was like you have to send them away and future
Yeah.
Sonics and hope for the best. 3 weeks, So I was so happy when a reputable company got a location here. So yeah.
You said you are faithfully on Tama. Michael, who all do you switch around, or are you pretty much?
No, I've been with Yamaha since 1997. So
Yeah.
So, what do you think of Tama drums, and Les, what do you think of Yamaha drums? Is there a particular strength that either one of those has over the other? I'm not a drummer. That's the reason why I'm asking.
It's all personal preference. I can't say that there's a bad drum. It's almost like dishes. Cook food. You know, you might have some chicken, some steak, some fish. You know, it's all about just what your preference is, and neither one's bad. So for me, I've been playing Tama drums since I was 11 years old. Like my very first professional kit. Like I had like 3 baby drum sets, but then my parents got me my very first like Art Star Tama drum kit. And I had like 10, 12, 13, 14, 16. Had a bell brass snare, 22-inch kick, and rototoms with some chimes. I'm in middle school at this point, and I'm like, this is great, you know. And that kit lasted me all the way till I got through college, up until I got my Tama endorsement, actually. And I played those drums. That's why I said faithfully, because I grew with those drums, you know. And but also the other companies too. Sabian, I was endorsing Sabian and Vader my freshman year in college. You know, but yeah, Yamaha sounds great. DW, all the other companies, they sound good, but home for me is Tama. You know.
But how did they approach you for the endorsement? Where did they see? Was it with Larry Graham, or what prompted them to say, "Hey"?
Me, I approached them.
You approached them. Okay.
I told them, I knocked on the door. I was like, I want to be here. Like I didn't want to be anywhere else. I had offers from other companies that heard about me, but I wanted Tama drums. Like I was just, it's one of those things where I tell my mentees and any up and coming drummer or just musician, when it comes to endorsements, play what you love. Like, don't play stuff because you're getting it for free or you're getting some hype and clout with it. Play what you love. Even if I wasn't endorsed with Tama, I would still play these drums. You know, and the other companies too, Vader, I would still play those sticks. I would still go in the store and buy those sticks without the endorsement, you know. And that's what it's about. Like when you have something that you connect to, and Mike, you know, like as soon as you sit down, you know immediately if you connect to the instrument or not. You know, from the heads to the sticks to all of it.
Yeah. I agree. I always liked Tama drums. A friend of mine had an Art Star who lived up the street from me. But my kit, I started out on a Gretsch kit that it was like I think it was a kit that probably was hot. It was probably stolen. And my father worked in a high school program that tried to keep like juvenile delinquents in school. Yeah. And I think one of the dudes, my dad noticed I was starting to take an interest. I was beating on the garbage cans in the backyard, and you know how it is. Yeah. We started making noise. And my dad had the, you know, the sense to go, okay, well maybe he's serious about this. So the kit that I had was like a 24-inch kick drum.
What?
14-inch mounted tom and an 18-inch floor tom. So I'm trying to play all this funk. One day I hear Led Zeppelin on the radio and I'm like, oh, that's what you do with these big drums. You do that. So that shaped my consciousness for the first few years with the instrument. Like I was, always looking for, I wanted to play a 24. I wanted to, but my friend had like a Tama Art Star. He had like the pewter colored one. And he was into like Stuart Copeland and all that. And so Tama was really exciting to me. And I almost actually, the day before I signed with Yamaha, Randy Jackson called Joe Hibbs for me. And he said, hey, yo, call Joe tomorrow morning. He said, you're with Tama, you got it. And I had been waiting to hear from Yamaha. And then the next morning I heard from Yamaha, and then I had to call Joe's office and, hey, I'm sorry, and that was really, like, who am I? It's like I'm turning down, a perfectly, great company. But with Yamaha, it was always the hardware. They made it too easy. You know what I mean? It's like the swivel ball and and all that knurling on everybody else's hardware always reminded me of like Machine Shop.
I hear you.
You're right. It's like it's really a matter of preference. But the Tama Star Classics, I think, are as good as any drums ever been gave.
Yes.
Star Classics are they're hitting, man.
I got a custom kit on the way now that they're making for me finally, because I always say that every musician should have at least one custom instrument tailored to their own specs. So finally, that's happening.
Right on.
And it's the Star Series, the Walnut. Have you seen those?
I've been looking.
Yeah. So it's like,
I go through like the online, checking out what they got on the sites and so on and so forth. I try to stay up. Yeah.
Well, what kind of customization can you do that you wouldn't be able to cater in a just any drum set? What are you doing differently on your customization?
Yeah. Well, customization is really just, all the specs and detail, the type of wood you want, like what wood you want it made out of, the sizes, the diameters, the color, and, what kind of hardware, like all those little specs and details, they affect how the drum sounds,
What color are you going with?
You already know. Take a while, yeah.
In my mind, I saw red sparkle, but I'm sure that's not it.
Nope. Even though I love red, I do love red.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a guess and say green based on your album and whatnot.
Emerald green, yeah.
All right.
And that's it. That's my favorite color in the whole world.
Really?
I love emerald green, yeah, because it inspires me. It lights me up every time I see it. And because I love what green represents. In my mind, when I see the color green, I think about life, rejuvenation, the grass, the trees, they clean the air, purity, all those things. So, and that's why it's called Emerald City. The title track of the album is about, creating that world of purity and, love, and taking control of your life, So I know I'm deviating from the drum conversation.
No, you're not. Go ahead, get into it.
No,
man.
that's what we're here for. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's really what it's about. It's about because I wrote that song Emerald City, the title track, because I was in a very dark place at the time, and I'm pretty sure we've all been there, where you're in a certain season in your life where there are things not going the way you desire, and you want things to change, and sometimes the school of thought can be, well, I'll do this when this happens. Versus, nah, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to just get up and do it anyway. Because if I don't do it, nothing will change. So that song is about taking your life back and creating the world that you want, and being the change that you want to see in the world. So for me, if we want to, have examples, Michael's Neverland, Prince's Paisley, my Emerald City.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a listen to another clip from the Emerald City album called It's Time. Check this track out. We're going to give you another little taste of this. And these aren't songs. This is what, right out of the gate, as I was listening to it, this one, just take a listen. The same thing will happen to you.
Let the record play.
Yeah,
man.
just shut up. Shut up. Damn.
After this sacrifice to make sure that we're safe. What good is the past but sweat and tears, the cries all through the years? The future is doomed if we do not learn today. Oh, it's time. It's time. Just look in the mirror, do you like what you see? Ask yourself, am I pleased with me inside? Am I pleased with me? Do I like what I see? We're all the same inside. We must put away immoral ways of men, including bloodshed for the reasons unsaid. Erase mental captivity, we're breastfed. I really hope you heard what I said. Land of the free, maybe somebody lied. Some things at times change, but stay the same inside.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, little clip of that. That's
Yeah.
its time. And I try to make sure that, because you always have so much going on, so much diversity happening in all the tracks, and just be able to switch it up. And so I wanted to make sure that some of the clips that I played for you guys showcased some of that, because it's really, really cool. And again, I need to make sure that the scroll is on the bottom and that I say it for the folks that aren't watching the video or just listening along. We have our special guest, Les Cleveland, brand new album, Emerald City. You can go to funkatopia.com/Les, FUNKATOPIA.com/Les, LES, and it takes you right to Bandcamp. Are you going to put this on Spotify or any of the other platforms?
Nope.
Why is that?
Of all platforms, I'm definitely not messing with Spotify. Because I'm pretty sure, did you hear about the controversy that's been going on? I'm pretty sure, Mike, you know.
I'm not going to speak out of turn, Les. You go ahead and tell it, bro.
So, there's a few things with just how they operate that's not really fair for artists.
Oh yeah, that's a given. That whole
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
So that's one aspect of it. Also, I want to be part of the side that is encouraging people to actually buy the music instead of streaming it.
Right.
We have to get back to that, and, so if you want to get it, you got to go over to Bandcamp, and vinyl will be coming, later in the year. And once that happens, then that's going to be something else cool, because people have been asking for vinyl for a while now. They're like, yo, put it on vinyl. So that's the next phase.
So you have, the name of the band is LRC Funk. I remember when the first time you said LRC, I said Little Red Corvette, and you laughed. Like, was that literally the first time that you ever heard somebody say that?
That's the first time. It never came up to you.
There's no Prince fan in this chat room where I say LRC that immediately it's called Little Red Corvette. Tell me about LRC Funk. Who is in this band? Are you planning on touring to support this album? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes.
Part.
Yeah, we're working on shows as we speak, getting all that stuff lined up. The band, so on the record, I'm playing majority of the album, but the live cuts you're hearing, that's my band. You have, Eli Menezes on guitar. You have Ricardo Ramos also on guitar. They're both two of my favorite people and guitarists to play with. And Ricardo Ramos plays guitar for her, so you may have seen him around. My brother, DJ Ginyard, on bass. He plays bass for Terrence Blanchard, as well as Aaron Parks. And occasionally he'll play with Glasper and a few other artists. Also on bass, you have Alex Busby Smith in New York. You have Basil on piano. You have Philip Lewis on organ on the album. You have Eric Parker on synths, on synthesizers and keys. You have on horns Chris Stevens on trumpet. You have Rodney Seow on flugelhorn. Kaji on trombone, he's in Japan. And you have Marquise Sales on tenor sax, as well as, actually I forgot one person, Marcus Miller, but not the bass player Marcus, but there's an alto saxophone player in New York with the same name, Marcus Miller. He's phenomenal as well. And who else? Am I forgetting anybody? I think that's the whole band that's on the album, but the family's bigger than that, But yeah, we're working on shows for this year, so you'll be hearing about some shows pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait to. So, and you're going to be. Where's some of the places that you're obviously going to start touring? I would assume L.A. Any other target? Any other target places that you're thinking about?
L.A., New York, DMV, Dirty South. Hit Atlanta, hit Carolinas. Nashville, those areas. Yeah. And,
I got a futon you can sleep on if you swing out. Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Have sushi night.
Sure.
And also Austin, Texas, and Dallas when they hit those areas, and Houston. Trying to go all over.
Man, nice. Man, I'm excited, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come on, and obviously, you're able to promote and market the album here. Funkatopia.com/less will take you right to his Bandcamp page, so you don't have to go and search around and try to remember what to spell. Funkatopia.com/less, LES. But I do have this one other track that I want to play on here. And
one more before you do that.
Sure.
I forgot to mention there's another horn player, Philip Wack, that's featured on the very first song I ever wrote called Summer Wind. That's on the album. So he's featured on there. And the interlude called One, he's on that. And as well as Miles Turney mixed the album and Dan Millis mastered the album. So I just wanted to plug them in. I didn't want to forget about them.
That you got a good recall memory there. I would.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Michael, and sometimes he could. There's certain things that he can go off on. It's like pow 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 pow. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's also days where I don't remember what I had for breakfast. So it's all evened out, man.
All right, let's take a listen to this other track. This track, the other tracks I did about 1:15. This track, because it's one of my favorite tracks on the album, it's called New Name. I did 2 minutes on this one because I just want you guys to kind of experience the roller coaster that is this song. It's the track called New Name off of Les Cleveland's brand new album, Emerald City. Check it out.
We need a new name. What's your claim? We got a new name. It's just music. Just music. LRC Funk.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that track is off the chain. And that's only, I think that song is like almost over 6 minutes, I think. It's one of the longer tracks on the album, and that's a third of it. And it's just, again, it showcases some of the flavor and just the diversity and some of the things that you do on this album, which is really freaking awesome. Great job on this album. Again, make sure that you guys go to funkatopia.com/less and pick up this track. I think you can also have the capability to buy individual tracks also if you heard something specific that you like. But you can buy the whole entire album. That's obviously the best way. It's not going to be on Spotify or Tidal or any of those places because you need to be able to support the artist. They need to get more than 0.00001 cent for each time you play.
Well,
we need to make sure that you support this album so we can get this vinyl project in motion and get this out, and obviously get these cats on the road so we can check them out. And this is amazing, just very, very cool. Yeah. Les Cleveland, the brand new album is called Emerald City. Man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it, brother. A lot.
Nah, man, it's a blessing. And also, I gotta say this while I have the chance to do it. Mike, this is our first time meeting, but we're pretty much musical family members. And I have been listening to you for years. And I want to thank you for your contribution to what you bring to the drumming world and to music. And that I'm pretty sure you hear it a million times everywhere you go, but I want you to hear from me that I really appreciate what you've done in your career and that I thoroughly have been inspired by you. Yeah.
I'm humbled, Les. Thank you so much, man. I mean, as you know, inspiration is what it's about. You
Yeah.
know, we're all trying to inspire each other
Yeah.
to move forward and expand and evolve. So, yes, if anything I've done has been a part of your journey, man, God bless you. Thank you. No, I don't hear it often enough, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I hear it all the time about you,
Oh,
from other people.
God bless
You
you,
know.
man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Les,
Yeah, man.
thank you so much for joining us today, man. And again, last time, funkatopia.com/Les. Pick up that album Emerald City. It's available
Yes, sir.
right now, and it's great. I'm telling you, check it out. It's a journey. Les, thank man, appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's a blessing. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, good to meet you, man. Let me know when you're coming up this way, man. You got to be coming to Minneapolis at some point.
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy? I was there last October and November.
Okay.
For the Purple Rain musical that happened.
Oh yeah, right on, man.
I was in that.
Oh, you were playing?
Yeah. I was playing percussion and doing all the
Okay.
link drum stuff. Yeah.
Then you know Jeff LaCrone, my boy Jeff, the guitar player.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole time I was there, every Sunday we'll go out and hang out with Sonny.
That's
at
right.
Bunkers.
That's what you
Yeah.
do. Right on, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna get up for sure when I get back over there.
Cool, man. Great. Fantastic.
We will
Yeah.
make the connect. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Make sure you show some love for the one, the only, Les Cleveland. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Love
man.
you guys.
All right. That was the mighty Les Cleveland. You guys better head over to funkatopia.com/Les and check his stuff out, man, because it's cool, man. I guess I can take down these comments right now because now it's going over your face. Get the rest your chin, rest your chin on top of the. Oh my God, man, but I'm telling you. See, I knew you weren't fully aware of some of his work, but your guys, it's the musical universe is just kind of weave in and out. It's just
Sure, yeah. Absolutely. I actually I think I talked to Ron Long earlier today, and I think he and Les, I didn't get around to it. I wanted to let Les to be able to speak. But I think that they must know each other. I think they spoke earlier today. He's like, "Hey, Les said y'all having him on the show." I said, "Yeah." What can you tell me about him? Oh, yeah. And Ron gave me kind of a little bit of the background behind Les, but I knew that you guys have known each other though, right? You and Les?
No, not really. I mean, we met
Okay.
at the Green Room at the Prince celebration. That was actually the first time meeting, and I knew
I
of
see.
him. And we did cross paths when he was playing drums for New Power Generation, and they came through Atlanta.
Sure.
Uh,
I got it.
That was, and I think we talked about this too. Him and I talked about it offline. Is that he had no idea who I was, and I actually introduced MPG in Atlanta, and
Cool.
we were, so he didn't know. He was like, "Who's this white kid coming on stage?" And then, of course, the more he kept hearing about Funkatopia, luckily we were able to kind of, keep things moving. But yeah, it was the first time I met him was just
Okay.
a few weeks ago at Prince Celebration.
Nice
Yeah,
cat. Talented brother.
yeah, man. What I miss. Let me just say, if you miss anything,
Yeah.
you can absolutely, as soon as the show is over, you can head on over to YouTube Live. Go into the live tab of youtube.com/Funkatopia. You can also go on Facebook and you can see it live there. And it will be playing in perpetuity until the channels are removed. And then I know I'm always starting shit. And then of course tomorrow you can hear the audio only version. Actually, I've been trying to go ahead and stay up a little bit later and go ahead and throw it up onto Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all that stuff so that it's there also. If you happen to be a podcast listener on any of those channels, I'm not worried about whether or not making money off of Spotify. It'd be great. But right now, it's just, I want you guys to be able to have accessibility to our show wherever you guys go.
Sure.
Yeah, man. So I do have some. 4th of July is coming up. Here we're at the 250th birthday for United States. It's kind of a weird space, obviously, because I think this is kind of weird. We're going into the free-for-all portion of the show, just so you guys know. We have a little bit of randomness to talk about. A lot of people, when they see the flag, they immediately go to Trump, or they immediately go to Republican, just because of how he's just really kind of just adopted that as his logo. I mean, it really is kind of just a thing. I think a lot of people have a really, really difficult time when they see the flag separating it. It's just kind of gives off that vibe. And I really it's disappointing in a way, because this United States is a friggin' great country. It really, really is. And there's a lot of phenomenal things as the Europeans are finding out as they're coming here for World Cup soccer. They're just kind of all these people getting blown away by like food portions and whatever else. But I hope that you guys can really enjoy the moment and really kind of be a little bit more, not that you're saying that you aren't, but being appreciative of the fact that we get to live in a country like this, because we have so many freedoms and so many things that we just kind of take for granted that are just, unreal. And go ahead. You seem like you were going to say something.
It's just odd that this is coming up now, because earlier today I watched a kind of long clip of Gene Simmons talking about immigrating into the United States. And I think he was talking to wasn't Dan Rather. Is Dan Rather still alive?
I don't know.
All right.
I have no idea.
It was some dude. It's some journalist, some older white gentleman. And
what's his name that used to have a show on Sirius XM? He does all the rock stuff. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I think I may have seen the clip of this.
Okay.
And this, that guy is a pretty big music guy. He had a show on Sirius, but go ahead.
He gets choked, like Gene Simmons gets choked up talking about immigrating to the United States, and it was just like coming here was this was this magical place. He's like, the promised land is the United States of America. I'm not sure where he immigrated from. Maybe it was Israel. I'm not certain.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I do remember vaguely hearing about this story, or him just briefly mentioning it, not getting emotional about it. So that must have been a newer interview or whatever.
He went all the way in, man. He talked for about 5 minutes straight, and it was just like, wow. When you're born into it, you don't really even think twice about it, even if you're black. And we know how the cards are stacked against us. But even still, just what's possible.
Yeah, because you go
Hungary. Yes, thank you. He's Hungarian. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing too, is that a lot of the stuff that you see about the Europeans freaking out about how amazing America is for a variety of different things, whether it's the food sizes or people makes videos going into Buc-ee's. There's one guy. European guy who was driving around in a golf cart in a neighborhood. He was from a white guy. He was from South Africa, and he was blown away. He was driving around some subdivision where he's like, none of these houses have fences around them. None of them have security bars on the window. I'm driving around and not worrying about being shot or robbed or raped he was just being blown away that he had the freedom to drive around in a neighborhood that was not like totally inundated with crime and whatever else. I've seen another video, European guy talking about patriotism, the patriotism. He did a breakdown. I think he was a Scottish guy, and he was wearing a suit. Yeah, I think it's must be a popular podcast, but he was talking about the anthem for America and when they do it at the beginning of the games and whatnot. And he was just blown away at not only the sizes of the stadiums and how an air conditioning, everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, the air conditioning. It's like, you guys don't have air conditioning.
You've been to Europe?
I have not been to Europe.
Okay. Listen, man, we stayed at really high priced hotels with no carpeting on the floor. It's like, it's really a different way of life over there. So, I mean, they're rightfully blown away,
Yeah, there was the one guy was walking on the beach. He was walking on the beach in Florida, and he was just like, I've been lied to my whole life about how horrible America is and how bad these World Cup things are going to be. Everyone is just amazing. People are friendly across the board. These beaches are just stunning and beautiful. And, you see it in contrast to like them showing videos of like beaches in India and Jamaica and just unreal. And there's one guy, speaking of stadiums, that walked into a high school stadium and was just couldn't wrap his head around that there were like really beautiful stadiums for just high schools and colleges and stuff. It's like it's just not the same. I mean, they have obviously large arenas and venues and things like that, but not at like the college level or the high school level to that. It's just
not only that, it's in certain places, it's old country. I mean, I remember I'll tell this story and then we'll move on. But Barbarella and I, we were working in Italy, and we stayed at this hotel during rehearsal, and it was kind of an older hotel, and you'd walk down the hall, and sometimes you'd see how do I explain exactly? Like it was almost like they were always constructing. Like you'd see like cement, like dust from cement. And like it's how do I explain? It's Europe is old. Things are falling apart. So we're in this hotel, and it's just like I asked Barbarella, I'm like, can't they clean up out here? It's like, how can you clean rubble? You can't clean rubble, Michael Bland. What's wrong with you? This place is literally falling apart. Ruins, yes, thank you, Jody. Yes. So,
I actually have a little mini clip of Europeans just being blown away by the food sizes, and you've probably seen some of these compilations, but here's a minute to enjoy of Europeans being just flabbergasted. Check this out.
Okay, well, we clearly didn't know the sizes of pizza because we ordered 7 of them.
I just ordered a Diet Coke and it's bigger than my whole life. It's literally bigger than my whole head. You would never get that kind of portion in the UK. It's huge.
Look at this. A club sandwich. Look at that. I've already eaten half the fries off of it. Massive. It's actually like 2 full sandwiches.
What? I ask a medium size. That's medium. Ma che medium? Madonna! My entire family can drink from here for 1 month.
Bit Jesus when you're big.
I can feel it. I've given up.
You're so tired.
The size of an adult's arm. Not bad, eh?
Surely not one man can eat that.
Yeah, look, it's only $3.49.
Are you kidding me? This is 1 box of M&Ms. What are we doing, America?
This is crazy. The size of this. And that's not even the biggest. There's an extra large cup too.
It crossed my mind, though. It did cross my mind. I'm not going to lie. It did cross my mind with seeing some of these people blown away by these large portions. And some of these people are not small people. It's like, so how many small portions are you eating? Because obviously you're getting your fill from somewhere.
Listen, I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, in Europe, portions are not that big, man, and you kind of get used to it. I was always ate healthier over there because at a certain time, everything shuts down. You can't just get a pizza at 2:00 in the morning if you live in Italy. That's not going to happen. You know,
That's just crazy. Yeah, it's just it's. I mean, and what's interesting is that once I got not to get too personal, but I had the bariatric sleeve done, and and once I did that, obviously I can't eat large portions anymore, but I started to realize that I don't need, like, everywhere that I go, the portions are just so massive. I can't. I went up to visit my daughter in North Carolina, to see my grandson and her, of course. But anyways, we went to this barbecue restaurant called Smokehouse up near Charlotte, and they didn't really have a kids menu. I guess they did, but it wasn't on the menu that I was looking at. And what I ordered, there literally was the equivalent of like 4 meals. Because I could only eat what I could eat, and then I still had enough with everything for 3 more help. And then my grandson ordered, I mean, he didn't order for himself, but his mom ordered him the barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese. And when it was brought to him, I was like, I should have just ordered that, because that literally is almost 2 servings, just that. I can't, it's just mind boggling to me how, it's, I don't know. I don't think there's any fix to that. It's just who we are as a country, you know. It's just,
I don't disagree, but I mean, it's also, I mean, it's, you know, it's I don't know how deep you want this conversation to get. Man.
No, it's just a fun
you
conversation
get into
to be
like,
in right
okay,
now.
because I can really bum you out right now, and I don't want to do that.
No, all right,
let's
so let's
keep
not
it
do that.
buoyant and light and breezy. But I mean, I really think that it's I think that things like retail therapy and overeating, it's all, you know, I think it's all really sort of promoted in this country, you know?
Definitely. But the point of all this is that we live in a phenomenal country. I know how, what's the word? Divisive somebody like Trump can make a country, and how polarizing, that's the word.
Yes.
Polarizing that dude is. But try to spend some time celebrating the country, because we only have like a couple more years with this nutbag, and then we can move on to other things. I've never made any political statements. I try to kind of keep it, but
I don't think you're making one even now. I think you're just saying, like, hey, listen,
this guy is out of his rocker.
Right. He may be
we've had
representing
this
America right now, but
he's a brilliant, I know it's kind of weird to say this, but he is a brilliant businessman. And some of the things that he does but his decorum and some of the ridiculous things that come out of this guy's mouth is just like, what is happening here? That's what's problematic. And of course, the fact that everywhere that he goes, when he's doing his own, I guess you call it marketing or whatever, there's always a flag in the background. There's always, you know, red, white, and blue. And there's been so much, you know, the two are not connected. That's what I'm trying to make. We are doing the 250-year anniversary of an amazing country. And, you know, so celebrate the country and separate him from it, because it's an amazing time to be, and it's an amazing country to be in. So spend some time 4th of July, just, I guess, spending some time appreciating where you are and some of the amazing things that this country has to offer. I mean, it's just, that's basically what I'm trying to say.
I agree. I agree mostly. I would say also, don't let them tell you that if you criticize this country, it's because you don't love it. You know,
right? Oh, right. Yeah, we have issues. Oh yeah,
yes,
sure.
There's issues, and let's not pretend that they're not. But still,
absolutely,
so much potential if we just, you know, stop with all the we could really be something.
Oh, absolutely. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the last topic we'll talk about is what's kind of going on stage. I actually should have saved the America stuff for last, since we're signing off before the 4th of July. But I kind of went out of order, but there are some things that are going on online that are, I guess, a little bit of a discussion regarding when people should stop performing. And I'm kind of just was interested in your perspective on this. First off, this has nothing to do with that, but I like Harry Styles, and there was an issue with him on stage. All these weird things are happening on stage, and that's what kind of led to me putting together this topic. But first off, something that has nothing to do with anything is Harry Styles collapsed on stage at a show, and everybody thought it was heat stroke. They said, no, it wasn't heat stroke. He was choking. It's like, oh, well, that's not better.
Yeah.
So he apparently came out on stage, and one of the things that he likes to do is take a bunch of water in his mouth and spit it up into the air. But apparently, I guess something went down the wrong pipe or whatever, and then one thing happened another. Here's a little clip of that. Not over? Is that what happened? That the video's not over. That's the reason why it wasn't muting me. Oh, and you are too. Hold on a second. I guess if I cut the video off, early, it doesn't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So it created a little bit of a scary moment there, where it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like seeing that type of thing, man. I mean, I'm sorry. Go. Continue. I'll speak when you're finished with you.
Well, but it kind of, now obviously somebody like him, he's a young guy. You know, you see a variety of things, and you always hear random stories. What's that guy from London? I think it was England. Paul. He was really big back in the 80s. I can't remember his name.
Paul Weller?
No, Paul.
Well, not McCartney. Young?
Paul Young.
Okay.
He is actually on one show. He actually came out and dropped to his knees and slid across the stage, and then slid coming out onto the stage and slid off the stage, and the show was over. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying, man. It's
those types of things are like crazy. But then there's other times when maybe there's not necessarily nothing wrong with the performance itself, but you're kind of like, when they get older, you're like, and we kind of start with, like, for instance, here is Smokey Robinson having a sexy moment. I don't know. Let's watch this one. I should have let the video stop because I didn't.
Yes.
Anyways,
Well, that's okay. Yeah, Smokey looks fine. I don't want to watch some 86-year-old man doing that. And what's more, Unc, come on, Unc. We don't need to see your your bits and nuts and berries and whatnot, underneath those silver lame pants and whatnot. Look, his new record, he released a record. I swear the record was called like Gasms or something like that. And I was like, why is Smokey getting so nasty all of a sudden, man? We're not his demo. Okay, Rodney. Yeah, well, who is?
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're
grandmama, I guess they want to see that. Is that what you're trying to say, Rodney? Some grandmamas want to see Smokey trying to show off his stuff. I guess we're not his demo. That is. No, you're right about that. You're right, Rodney.
That's kind of. I guess I'll let the videos play out because I have a couple more.
Okay.
I have a couple more.
This is tantamount to like Death Pool or some type.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. I guess it kind of is.
And, go ahead, run it.
And I may have to cut some of these off, and then we'll have to just figure out how to unmute ourselves because I don't know what happened without.
I'm on top of it now.
We'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Yeah.
All right. So here is. Let's go in chronological order. Then there was the instance that happened with Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart was playing at a concert, and he had issues breathing and basically had to hold himself up, and they literally had to bring a oxygen tank out on to the stage. This is Rod Stewart here. This is Rod Stewart. I'm gonna let this play out because you're not gonna see this until the end with the oxygen tank. Here we go.
Trying to do a little, give me a little step and a dance and everything. I'm really fainting. Would you mind if I sat down for this one? Yes. Enjoy. It's called The Love Train by the OJs. Come on, then, enjoy yourselves.
All right. So, yeah, I let that one play out because obviously he makes a little commentary on the end there about, but they actually literally brought out an oxygen tank on the stage for him to inhale from. And let me just say this. There's also, he's singing though. That's the other difference too, is that some of these performers are just totally singing to a background track and just kind of mumbling along or doing whatever. I saw Brian Wilson on one of his final shows, not with the Beach Boys. He was doing his own solo thing and obviously highlighting some of it. And he he had to come out in a walker and sit behind the piano, and they wouldn't even show. I think they showed the above view of him playing the piano, and it looked like he was just kind of, struggling along to play. And so that they literally played that one time, the overhead view, and then they were like, "Oh, let's not show that again," because it was just not. It's obvious that you're not playing like you used to be playing, and also, the singing was pretty much non-existent. It was just kind of,
I've seen footage of him. It looks like he's just been sort of sitting there at that piano for a while now.
Yeah,
like you don't really see his arms moving.
Yeah, he's just in the building. Is basically
get him to that seat,
right.
Set him down,
and then all right. Here's the next clip of Lionel Richie that happened just recently, and obviously most of you have seen now that he has been hospitalized. So this is progressed, and so we'll talk about this here, and here's a clip from Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
And we don't have to do too much on that, but I mean, what a horrible song to have that happen to. Dancing on the Ceiling is like, oh, I'm gonna sit down.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's
the big one.
Yeah. So, and then of course, well, let me go ahead and pause there for a second. Also, my buddy Jeffro Jam, who is probably one of the coolest keyboarders, cats or whatever, his band actually got an opportunity to open up for Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind and Fire, and he was texting me talking about how excited he was. I was like, man, that's huge. Freaking that's amazing. And then that happened right before he was supposed to his band was supposed to open up for them in Ohio. They still got to open up, but not without Lionel, obviously. So that was this kind of, but man,
I mean, he was, listen, Lionel sounded great. I agree. Joni said, I love Lionel. He sounds great. He was still pulling it off.
Yeah. Right.
But, I mean, listen, it's, that's one of the dark aspects.
Okay, well, we clearly didn't know the sizes of pizza because we ordered 7 of them.
So sorry. We all right? You got to unmute yourself there, bro. You're muted.
Yeah, I see. We're all right. I was trying to delete that video to kind of, because I got a couple more videos in play, but I clicked on it instead. It's okay.
I'm just saying, it's dangerous.
Live, all the way live.
Two things. It's always dangerous. I mean, it's not just the performers that can be endangered. It's also the crowd. I mean, you know how many shows I played in stadiums with Prince where I watched stretcher after stretcher, just bringing people from the front row that were getting squashed against the median, that like just couldn't breathe, all sorts of complications. That sort of thing really messes with your head, man. I mean, and Prince was so diminutive. It's like, if somebody broke out and tried to get at him, it's like I almost would want to get up off the drums myself and go like, hey, it's I never saw him look frail or fragile in performance like that. But and we never had to stop for like complications, you know, like health complications during the years I was with him anyway. But
well, I know that happened to Prince Piano on a microphone. I know he had he was having just, you know, a little bit of issues here and there,
Really?
you know, but mostly with mobility and things like that. You know, that's I mean, that's the reason why I started using the cane and everything. But
oh yeah,
but once he started performing, you wouldn't have known nothing.
Well, that's the thing though. When you spent your life mastering, you know, disguising it, because somebody told me he had major injuries earlier on. Like I think something happened during the Purple Rain tour where like he either hurt himself, like there was I heard some story about like a prop bathtub, and like him like
yes
I heard this story a couple of times, and it's like I think he's been injured more often than not over the years, and I mean that's one logical reason why he may have been self-medicating.
Yeah, the prop bathtub happened on the Purple Rain tour, obviously, and it was my friend Rob Rhythm had that great story for OGs of Funkatopia. My friend Rob, who I saw Purple Rain tour 3 of the 5 nights in Atlanta. Rob was at one of them, but we didn't know each other at the time. And he said that he had gum in his mouth and he threw it and it went into the bathtub. And when Prince came over to the bathtub and saw the gum in the bathtub, he just reached in and took it through it, and you know, still wet. He tried to be as smooth as he possibly could.
Yeah,
but that cracked me up. But yeah, the story is that tub, I guess, fell off of the platform or something, like the legs of it. I guess it was like claw legs or something. I can't remember the exact story. Rodney and those guys would know the full story. But yeah, something, the tub had fallen for a little bit of it. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. And of course, knowing what we know now about Prince, every time I even watch these videos back in the day when he's jumping off of these speakers in high heels that are, you know, 6+ feet in the air, and I just can't. And of course the splits and everything else.
Yeah,
it's especially seeing those. Yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
Joni, he abused his body. I watched it night after night. He did stuff that you're just not supposed to do. He would jump off like the mid-level into the splits on the main level and up. And Sonny and I would look at each other like, he's out of his mind. I mean, Prince gave it all, and his body paid for it. He really did, you know?
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It kind of, but again, some of these artists just need to know kind of when to step. Lionel, I don't think Lionel's still great. He's still a great performer. He's still mobile. He's still pretty spry going across the stage.
Rod, though, I'm worried about Rod.
Rod, and of course, and here's a clip of the final clip I have here of this. This is Barry Manilow.
Oh boy.
So he's obviously playing to a backing track for a portion of it, and there may be, you know, periods and whatnot. But some of these people, look, there are some amazing artists out there that deserve to be celebrated, and if they're still out there performing, this is my take. If they're still out there performing and they're still out there doing their thing, and you appreciate the artists, get an opportunity to go see them while they're still here. But just realize and know that it may not be the performance that you have going in your head. There's very, very limited, as someone mentioned in the chat room, there's not a lot of Rolling Stones types of bands that have been around for decades and decades and still put on an insane show, or George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. That still, it's like, yeah, I mean, George is sitting a lot now in the shows, but he's still, I mean, they'll bring a chair out in the middle of the show, and then he'll do the rest of the show from the chair, but he's still out there and he's still doing it. And it's just, there's not a whole bunch of those types of cats that are out there, but I don't know.
Listen, somebody just mentioned they saw Mavis. Christina Schlosser says, just saw Mavis Staples, and she was great. I'm sure, like, she's one of them. Mavis will be she will continue until probably right up to when she decides, or the Lord decides to call her home. I mean, she's still out there kind of moving, and, they've dropped the keys down, and she never had that much of a high range to begin with. So it's like when you see her sing, like, I'll take it. I know a place. She found that. Ain't nobody. But she's still killing it.
Yeah. I mean, again, some of these artists are just phenomenal. I mean, I know that she's not up there, but she's getting up there. CeCe Winans was just in town. They're on a church tour.
That's all right. Yes.
Yeah. So some of these artists, if you have opportunity to be able to see them. I saw the Rolling Stones a few years ago because I had to. It was just like, they're on my bucket list. Paul McCartney's on my bucket list too, because I don't know how many more years he's got in him, but every time I get 2 tickets in the cart and I'm looking up and it's 2 tickets and it's like $800 or whatever, I'm like,
yeah,
do I? And in hindsight, there people are like, "Oh, it's an amazing show. He always does like 3+ hours." I'm like, yeah, but $800 is a lot of money.
We're talking about the Stones?
No, we're talking about Paul McCartney.
Oh, well, here, listen, actually, Bobby G, while he was in town last December, I think it was, went to see Paul McCartney here at like TCF Stadium. He said it was incredible.
Yeah, he says he's still credible. He's so
McCartney is still, he's singing his butt off. He's playing. He's still bringing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I hear every time. It's like, all right, well, if he comes to here one more time, I'll do it. Whatever the cost is, I'll figure it out, because I got to see him. He's, one of the last remaining. Ringo is not really doing much anymore other than his all-star band thing, and he doesn't really sing much anyways. I mean, you might get an Octopus Garden out of him or something like that, but other than that, there's not,
sure.
It's just what it is. But
McCartney's the only one who's really still true to the game out there of his peer group, I think.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Just keeping it so pro.
Right. Exactly. But again, I thought it was interesting that all these things were happening to artists on stage, and thought this might be a good little topic to tap on, that this has happened with Rod Stewart, and then the Lionel Richie thing, and then the Harry Styles thing, and the Smokey Robinson thing was obviously from earlier, but
see, when you throw Harry in with the classics, then you have to come to one other conclusion, which is you're never too young to die.
Yeah, there's plenty of artists that,
just because it's a cavalcade of old dudes or old performance, it don't mean you can't go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
when death comes, death is no respecter of persons.
No, it's not. I mean, you look at all the artists that have. I mean, Hendrix and Janis Joplin, and Amy Winehouse, and
didn't even get a chance to get old. Right?
Yeah, there's a laundry list of 27-year-olds that. It's just it is what it is. So I have a couple more little clips, but we're going back. We're going to backtrack to the 4th of July thing and we're going to talk a little bit about just the Europeans that are here in America and just being able to appreciate America for the 250th birthday that is coming up this weekend. Unbelievable. Saturday. We were alive for the 250th. But here is a clip of a Japanese guy eating Texas barbecue for the first time.
Oh, boy.
I think there's some other people on here too, but this is that.
The original sauce here, like this, oh my god! And then, grab, how big is that?
Bite. First bite, man. That's your first ever bite of Texas barbecue. What do you think?
Amazing!
Hey, that's a shark bite.
I love
That's
it!
the definition of a shark bite.
Like, not hard. The
Tender.
texture, tender. Yeah,
tender.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Uma! Uma means delicious. Uma!
Just blown away.
Listen,
Just,
if you put a dino rib in front of me, I'm gonna act the same
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I've been eating barbecue ever since I had teeth, so
Yeah.
I don't know what it's saying.
Well, there's also there's another one that's floating around too. This British guy named Jolly and his podcast partner. I don't know if it's podcast, but he does a lot of videos. And they went to a barbecue place, and I think it was it was like down south, and it was somewhere down south, and they broke out a fork and knife, and they were starting to eat it, and the owner of the barbecue place goes, "Stop!
Yeah,
it was like, you got to eat this with your hands." And then it was like the same reaction was just like, oh my God, this is like, I've never tasted anything like this. This is unfriggin' real. Unfriggin' real.
Barbecue will change your life.
Oh yeah, especially down south. And for those
the worst, but
yeah, for those who watch us overseas, if you've never experienced, you got to come over to the States. You absolutely got to have barbecue, like good barbecue. Don't just go to like Chili's or something like that. You need to go to like an actual
name drop Chili's.
It's southern.
Don't go to Chili's for your barbecue.
Yeah, you can go to Chili's. Chili's got some good food, but don't go to barbecue there and thinking that's representative of what barbecue is down here. Oh my God!
Unless you're in danger, that's not good barbecue. You gotta be watching your back. You're like, okay, well, what time do they open? Okay, you got to keep your head on swivel if you want some good barbecue.
That's
you might
right.
get shot.
If you see a bunch of coal and wood over some sheet metal, you know you're in the right place.
That's right. If it don't look gully, if it's not gully, then you don't want it.
If you don't see sheet metal, it ain't real barbecue.
Yeah. If you're not suspicious, you ain't in the right place. That's right.
And in the spirit of patriotism, here is one final clip of a man that had traveled from Japan to see the World Cup, and his team lost, and but the other countries came to his aid and really kind of gave him a little bit of solace and kind of help him. This is in the spirit of just watch.
Japonés pasó de esto a esto en menos de 2 minutos gracias a los mexicanos.
There you go.
Wow, they were with the trouble to cheer him up.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is that I think that all these countries that are coming in here for the World Cup and are kind of being able to experience, the patriotism of America, the friendliness of the citizens of this country, and just it's contagious, and that's one of the things we just got to focus on. I mean, just enjoy the spirit of this holiday. July 4th, 250 years in this country, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know if you have any plans this weekend. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, on Saturday I'll be playing Soul Asylum in Milwaukee at Summerfest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're on the Generac stage, I think it's called. We play about 5:30. We do an hour set, and then me and Big G are getting in the van and we're driving back to Minneapolis like straight after. But also on Friday, we're in Arlington Heights, Illinois, playing, I think it's called Frontier Days, maybe, something like that. Just outside of Chicago. So that's my weekend, yeah.
Oh, look, so you got some Chicago folks out there. They can get an opportunity to hang out with Mr. Michael Bland at Frontierland.
A little bit.
What date is that?
Frontier Days is Friday, July 3rd. Saturday, we're at Summerfest. And I think it's a festival, so you probably have to have bought tickets probably well in advance. I think it's the biggest music festival in the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And one of the only reasons to go to Milwaukee. I said it. I'm done.
Christina wants to know if you're playing with Soul Asylum at the Dakota in August.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There you go. Yeah, Blackbeard. Yeah, the New York Knicks fans are a different breed, so let's just say that I don't think there's any World Cup stuff that's happening up there, and which is probably good, because that they're a different breed up in that area, and yeah.
Yeah, they're bad.
I'm from there, so that's the reason why I can say that.
Your people are rough, bro.
I know my folk. Oh my God. Well, I hope you guys had a great time. And once again, if you missed any part of the show, we had Les Cleveland on, who's got a brand new album that's out called Emerald City. You need to check it out. It's at funkatopia.com/Les. It will take you right over to Bandcamp, and you can check out the brand new album there. We actually played a few clips. If you missed any part of it, you can head to iHeartRadio, Spotify, Odyssey, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and you can check out the audio there. And of course, as soon as we're done here, you can check out the video on X, on Facebook, on the live tab of youtube.com/Funkatopia, all those places. You can check out all that stuff. And he did send me a text while we were sitting here, and I want to go ahead and do this for Les. Les sent me a text, and he says, I forgot to shout out my brother, Adrian Crutchfield, who is also on the album, featured on the song Joy. So Adrian Crutchfield makes an appearance on that. And he did the faceplant emoji. So after he did that long list, it was just like, oh, he left Adrian off. But it's all good.
Yeah,
So
the one cat we kind of know, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, hey, Les, I got your back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. For those that are new, please make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, whatever the appropriate clickable thing is. Just do that.
Yes, sir.
This is Funkatopia Live. Every week on Tuesday nights, we do live shows. That's the reason why you see some of this mayhem. This is live without a net. So if something goes wrong, it just goes wrong.
Goes wrong, right?
It just goes wrong.
It just...
And if well, the other beauty of this is that if somebody says something that's a little bit weird or kind of off kilter, it's here in perpetuity now.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It's a dangerous place, but that's what we love doing it. It's a lot of fun. I am Mr. Christopher. That is Michael. Yeah, that's Michael Bland. That's the Michael Bland. That's the guy that you know. That's the one from Prince and the New Power Generation. That's Soul Asylum drummer. That's the man right there.
Yeah.
And he's on the show. He is a host just like I am every Tuesday night.
I'm Billy Idol all of a sudden.
That's right. Mo. We will see you guys later on. We hope you had a good time. We'll maybe see you next Tuesday. I got some show ideas, Michael. I'll reach out to you later.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Talk to you later, folks. Happy. Let's try that again. Have a happy 4th of July. Celebrate. Dranky drank. See ya.